Luis Cessa AP Tampa. Nothing about Luis Cessa's big league career screams he can fill one of the two openings in the Yankees rotation. A 5-11 record and a 4.71 ERA in 43 games and 19 as a starter don't instill confidence in the right-hander, who will turn 27 late next month. However, at the start of camp, Cessa was being touted as the pitcher who would take the start. CC Sabathia was going to miss while serving his 5-game suspension. Since then, staff ace Luis Severino has landed on the injured list and might be joined by Sabathia. The fact that Cessa has been the Yankees' best pitcher under the palm trees, where it is dangerous to judge anybody, has only bolstered his chances to open the season in the rotation. He looks great, starting with how he got his body prepared and came in really good shape. There has been a growth, there has been a purpose and an understanding of who he is as a pitcher, manager Aaron Boone said Tuesday after Cessa threw 4 shutout innings against the Rays in a 6-2 Yankees win at George M. Steinbrenner Field. The emergence of his two-seam fastball this spring will be something that serves him well. Really excited about where he is at. In 5 games, 3 starts, Cessa has posted a 0.53 ERA, allowed 9 hits in 17 innings, struck out 18 and walked 1. The last couple of years I put too much pressure on myself, Cessa said. Aaron Hicks ap 2 cortisone shots relieve Aaron Hicks of the chronic pain in the lower back, but the Yankees' starting center fielder won't really know where he is at until he swings a bat. After the first shot alleviated pain, another injection was necessary Sunday to calm down discomfort to the left of where the initial needle was inserted. I feel great but I won't know until I swing, said Hicks, who will open the season on the IL and not be eligible to come off until April 4th. If I swing and it's pain-free, that's what I will shoot for. Hicks, who signed a 7-year deal worth $70 million at the beginning of camp, first noticed something wrong March 1st when he came out of a game. I went to a game in Lakeland and got off the bus tight, said Hicks, who rode an exercise bike Tuesday. I went to the batting cage and didn't warm up well. The next day I was still tight. According to Hicks, the Yankees have diagnosed the problem as chronic back pain, and the switch-hitting center fielder has never had a back problem. The Yankees will shift Brett Gardner from left to center and use Giancarlo Stanton in left to begin the season. Tyler Wade could be the 4th outfielder and the Yankees could carry first baseman Greg Bird and Luke Voigt while Hicks is out. As the Yankees showed Monday night, with their signing of Gio Gonzalez to a minor league deal, they also can look outside the organization for an experienced outfielder who can play center and back up in left. Boone said he is looking at Sabathia pitching in a minor league game on Thursday. Sabathia could start the season serving a 5-game suspension or on the IL. Severino is scheduled to play catch on Wednesday to test the inflamed right rotator cuff that will land him on the IL when the season opens next week. Hopefully that goes according to plan and we start ramping him back up, Boone said of his ace. Signed to a minor league contract on Monday night, lefty starter Gonzalez passed his physical on Tuesday. He will begin working with big league pitching coach Larry Rothschild. Gonzalez threw a simulated game Monday. He could throw his bullpen on March 21st. He could piggyback with Masahiro Tanaka possibly on Saturday against the Blue Jays. We could use a sim game or a minor league game. Those are things that could unfold over the next couple of days, Boone said. Esteban Florial is approaching a second problem with his right wrist inside a year with the maturity of a player much older than 21. Florial suffered a non-displaced fracture of the wrist Saturday when he jumped into the center field wall and crashed to the ground. Another small fracture was uncovered during an MRI exam Monday. He was limited to 84 minor league games last year due to hamate surgery in the same wrist that was in a cast Monday morning. Nobody likes to be off the field, it's no fun at all but I have to get better, the Yankees' top prospect said. At first Florial didn't believe he was seriously injured but when he returned to the dugout after the half inning was completed the discomfort intensified. "I didn't think it was a big thing, but when got to the dugout it was worse and worse," said Florial, who didn't know when he would be cleared to play in a game. Florial said he will use the downtime to hopefully become a better player when he returns. "I have to stay strong and improve even though I am not on the field," he said. Jordan Montgomery's big smile painted the picture of a satisfied pitcher. Montgomery had just finished a 25-pitch session off a half-mound in the Yankees bullpen area at GMS Field and was sitting at his locker. After being limited to playing catch and long tossing, Montgomery was finally cleared to throw off a mound. 19 more, Montgomery said of the number of bullpen sessions remaining before he graduates to the next step in the rehab process, coming back from Tommy John surgery. "I am not sure," the 26-year-old Montgomery answered when asked what comes after that. Montgomery was limited to 6 starts a year ago and was 2-0 with a 3.62 ERA when he experienced tightness in the left elbow after one inning in Houston on May 1. On June 7, he underwent surgery and also had a loose bone chip removed from that elbow. Gary Sanchez's first big day at the plate of spring training included a 2-for-3, 2-double, 2 RBI performance. Sanchez opened the game hitting .192 with 3 RBIs in 9 games. Aaron Judge made a rare fielding error in the first inning and it cost the Yankees a run. Judge's scintillating spring at the plate continued, however, when he went 1-for-2, scored a run and drove in another. With all the rule changes in baseball, maybe the Yankees can petition Commissioner Rob Manfred to play 2 first basemen at the same time. Pitted against each other for the starting job, Luke Voit and Greg Bird have had sensational springs. While there is a way for each to stick, there is a chance one is going to AAA. Bird crushed his 4th homer of the spring and is hitting .342. Voit, who didn't play Tuesday, has 4 homers and is hitting .294. Today's schedule, the Yankees travel to West Palm Beach to face the Astros. Jonathan Holder starts as the Yankees take a look at using relievers to start games.